semifinal round of the Kentucky Healthcare Kentucky High School Athletic Association Sweet 16 boys basketball tournament. With us is the winners tonight, the George Rodgers Clark Cardinals, Coach Josh Cook. We have student athletes Trent Edwards, Jerome Morton, and Sam Parrish. Coach, comments?
It's a tough one. Heck of a job. That one, I think we won by heart. I'm just going to be honest. There was moments there when we played really good early, great defensively, and then we struggled a little bit offensively. And those are things you're going to do this time of year, especially in these tournaments. I mean, it's a grind sometimes. And I can sit and tell you all day that it's not there, but there is some pressure involved. There is some pressure on it, but these guys stepped up to the moment. They stepped to the moment and they responded. They didn't, when I asked them one question, it was, are you playing to win or are you playing not to lose? And they had to make a decision. They made a decision and they changed the way they were playing and started being a more aggressive team, and it paid off.
Questions up front?
You guys mostly only played the 5 starters for most of these games. You had to get a little bit more from the games tonight. But what do you do just to recover what you learned last year? Or any of you who want to talk about that, just to get ready for the quick turnaround?
I guess so. Oh, well, we take showers and we get off our feet and we try to stay focused on winning the game, and we're just going to play hard.
I just think we're used to it, we did it last year, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, we actually, honestly, you have to believe you're going to be here, whether or not you do. So there's a plan typed out, and it involves exactly what Durant said. Get back, take a shower, get off your feet, watch a little film, eat, and get your mind right and play with everything in you tonight. Your gas tank can be empty tomorrow, that's perfectly fine, but not tonight. You don't get here being with fresh legs, nobody does. And the way the tournament's mapped out, and arguably we had the toughest draw, we had the toughest road with the way that kind of played out. So for us, nothing else but giving it your best, getting that championship game and go make something happen.
Here in the back.
Jerome, that dunk, when did you decide that you was going to take off?
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? I told Coach Cook and everybody on the team that they've been playing with my bounce all year. And I seen where he was flat. And I knew he was going to take the lob for Trick. So I was like, why not? I know I'm going to get fouled. And luckily, it paid off in my favor.
That's a very good, humble answer. I'm very pleased with that. That could win another prediction.
Sam, kind of a similar situation to last year's semifinal game. You guys feel lead and then they start to make a little bit of a comeback. The fourth quarter, were you able to draw on that experience a little bit?
Yeah, sometimes we be down. Coach Cook just tells us, man, just keep our composure, and he believes us, and we believe in him as a coach. So we just came back and fought.
Here in the back.
Coach, to hit you guys that matchup zone in the third quarter, just what was key in pushing through and finally kind of getting the offense clicking in that fourth?
Stop thinking. That was how we talked about it. That's kind of what happened on February. It was the same thing. And, in early February, same thing that happened to us. And we started thinking a little bit, and rather than just kind of making the more aggressive play, moved a little bit and attack. And then, if you're attacking and you lose, you lose. But attacking, we believe you. We got guys that can make plays. And especially when we attack and you get ready for that three. When, that kind of busted open, you can see that momentum swing back real quick. But, man on someone whenever, in those moments, you got to attack and you got to make the extra pass too. And so we started doing that, getting, whether it was easy buckets, dump-offs to Trent, or, stepping in easy shots. But you got to be in attack mode. And that's it kind of stalled us for a little bit, and then we changed our thought process.
Coach, it's kind of crazy how it played out, very similar to how Warren Central won the first game. They lost the lead early in the fourth and building a big run in response. Now, do you kind of feel like it was just a matter of destiny, like you guys are going to be meeting again come 7 o'clock tonight?
Possibly. I can't see, I always talk about a vision. You got to have one, and you got to be dreaming. And honestly, I'd say when I was sitting there dreaming that we were going to get back, I figured it was going to be them. So they're very good. They're very well coached. They're very athletic. They're solid all the way around. But I'll say this about my guys: they want to compete, and I love competition just as well. We'll be here at 7 o'clock tonight, and we're going to chase it again.
Coach, you were down 33-34 when Rashawn hit that shot. Was that a set play, or was that something that you guys?
It was just spacing attacking. I probably had, my face tends to get a little red, so I was probably streaming the same thing over and over if you couldn't And finally, somebody might have listened, and he caught it, and he drove it. And then Rayshawn, who, Rayshawn can get really hot. He also can think a little bit too and show a little emotion. And he looked at me early and said, "Do I just shoot?" I'm like, "Yes, please." I might have said something else to him along the way, just please shoot it. But he shot it. And I mean, if Rayshawn's open, I don't know if there's another shooter in the state that I would trust shoot a wide open three, because I mean, he can hit it.
Right here. Last question.
Coach, first time you met, obviously Alton didn't go the way you wanted to. Anything particular learned then that you applied to today?
I thought Boone's a really good player. I think a lot of the big time plays that went through him at the right moments, because you can tell he's young, but he's going to be special. I mean, I got to give him credit. He's a big time player. He likes big shots. You can tell that how they got here, in the region when he hit the big three. So we did a better job of focus and making sure he was uncomfortable where he couldn't build their confidence, because they feed off him a little bit. So we wanted to do a better job of making sure we were much better. I can't say we were emotionally perfect for 32 minutes because we wasn't, but we were much better focused on game plans wise as we was in February.
And with that, Coach, congratulations and
Thank you.
good luck tonight in this final game.